What is up, beautiful ladies and gentlemen? I don't know how your Sunday is doing, but my Sunday is quite beautiful. The weather is great. I'm looking outside the window. It's a blue sky, and a blue sky means it's a really relaxing day. And for that, today I want to make a very chill video, and I thought let's look at Shiny once again. We're going to be looking at the recording or the behind the scenes of the recording of Dice with ONEW. I think this is a very nice opportunity because, hey, we need to really appreciate how beautiful his voice actually is. It's really just a talent. It's literally just a talent that you just cannot ignore. And I thought, let's have a look at it. Let's have a look at it quite chill today and analyze what is going on. And before we start with the video itself, like always, I also have a Patreon. If you want to become part of the Patreon program, we're a small group, but it's a very creative group. We also get ideas there on what to do for YouTube and what we should look at. We're not just focusing on just looking at MVs and seeing, okay, are they good, are they bad? We're actually looking at the entire culture, the Korean culture, some different types of culture, and it's a really fun environment. So if you want to join, you can join already for €1 a month. It's not a lot of money. It will pay me for a coffee, and that will keep me hyper enough for enough videos. I would just say, let's have a look and see what Dice is all about, especially when it comes to the vocals. And guys, I have one question. Why is it called Jinky, or why is he called Jinky? Is that his real name, or why are people not calling him ONEW? I tried to look into it, but I got a little bit confused on it. So if you do want to clarify this to me, please do so. I would say let's jump right into the song by just pressing play actually. You know, we live in such a beautiful world where, just imagine 20-30 years ago, and before he starts, I just want to say, before like 20-30 years ago, you would never see these type of videos. I mean, now we have some behind the scenes because they get released, but back then this would never get uploaded to YouTube. So it's such a beautiful era that we live in right now. You know, we all have to agree to that at least. Damn. You know, I'm not really good with vocals myself. I at least I don't think I can sing good. A lot of people say I should do singing lessons just to improve it a little bit. But the one thing I do understand is sound design. And with ONEW, his sound structure, the way he's built up with vocal talent is just beautiful. Like, he can hit these notes so smooth, and it just makes it really fun to listen to him as well. Beautiful. That's one thing I also don't understand that much. It's also in Japan like this, but also in Korea. Why do they always wear clothes from these weird chains? Like, if you wear something that says Mercedes on it or something, or B&W, or, you know, Papa's Pizza, it's not like Papa John's, if not mistaken. It's so weird that they wear these clothes. And I don't get where this trend actually comes from, but hey, it seems like it is important there, so I just wanted to point it out. You would never see these clothes in Europe. Or maybe I'm getting confused with Papa John's for some reason, but I don't know. Is there CC? Okay, can I change it to English? It is in English. 네. You know, the one thing that I want to point out here is that if you look at, for example, here ONEW with singing, look at the way he's singing and the mouth structure and how the sound is coming out of his body. When you see this also in MV, that means they're actually doing a fantastic job on the MV, because it shows that they're actually singing it, and it looks as if they're really singing their parts. And that is why I actually enjoy looking at these videos as well, because I would love to see this type of attitude as well in MVs. Now, I don't really clearly remember if it's the same as in the MV, but the lip sync was spot on. But you can still see there's a little bit of a difference, you know, when they're actually singing their parts. I wonder who he's talking to, but it's normally the guy in the booth.
네, 저는 괜찮은 것 같아요. 확실히 목이 안 풀렸다는 생각이.
It's amazing though. Like, for me, the amazing part is, and what I wanted to say on top of it, I just had it in my mind, but it's just beautiful the way they can still say, do they like it? Do they not like it? Should we redo it? Should we not do it? And it's nice still that you have that in the industry. You know, sadly, you still have those moments where even the singers are told, like, yeah, we take it and that's it. You know, there is no many more turns and we should just go with it. It's nice to see that. A little bit more humble.
그렇게 해볼게요. 네. 한칸씩 꺾인 발걸음이 다급해져 새내칸 쉬고 단번에 넘어 똑같은 발님 내 차례에
Look at the way he's swinging his hands. Trying to feel the music, you know, like he's trying to hide it as much as possible, but you can see that the music is just going through his body and it's his way of basically controlling what the tone of voice should be for that certain part of the song.
내 차례 멈춰 있어가 제가 다른 것 같은데 한 칸씩 꺾인 발걸음이 다급해져 새내칸 쉬고 단번에 넘어 똑같은 발님 내 차례에 멈춰 있어 규칙 따윈 던져 지금부터 괜찮아요. 네.
That was okay. We should just go with it. That was beautiful. Like, look how many times they have to sing this. No, it's like the amount of time that just goes into recording is just tremendous. I totally understand why recording studios make the money they do, because it's not just that they sing into a microphone and the song is done. It has to go through an entire system, and then the sound has to be produced through that system. And it's quite remarkable, you know, to see how much time goes into it. I mean, we're like, in this video, you know, it's 2 minutes and 50 seconds, but in reality, this could be 2 hours and 50 minutes. It's a lot. Like, it's tremendous.
한 칸씩 꺾인 발걸음이 다급해져 새내칸 쉬고 단번에 넘어 똑같은 발님
He's like scratching his face while singing. He's like, "Oh God, it's itchy," but I have to keep going. It's amazing, you know. It's fantastic to see this. Like, it sounds like many people won't even pick this up as if like, okay, he's just scratching his face. But to me, it's like you have to just continue. Like sometimes my face is also just a little bit itchy, and I just do this, but I don't do it as subtle as he does. He just does it like, okay, I have to do it. Okay, it's back again. Oh, scratch, 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 da, 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 which is really nice.
던져 지금부터 한 칸씩 꺾인 발걸음이 다급해져 새내칸 씻고.
Oh my God, for some reason I thought that this thing here is like the filter he's talking through, but then I was thinking that's a really weird filter. What does it actually do? But now I see here it a little bit better. He actually has a pop filter right here. If you look from the other angle, I thought this was the filter, but it's just a light for the music note. I was like, is this causing his voice to sound so, you know, so light? But no, no filter exists like that. That's all done in post. You know, this echo. I feel so stupid now. I love it though. You know, I love to see this type of equipment. Like, I don't understand what's happening here, in all honesty. I don't understand sound equipment. It's just fascinating. I love this. You know, it just shows the equipment that you need to really just get into the game of, you know, sound recording. It's fascinating. It's also how I got into filming. It's not just you buy a camera and you're done. You have to buy cameras, you have to buy this, and this, and this, and this, and you're still not to having a full rig. In other words, a full productions kit. It's just amazing how much time can be put into, you know, generating or creating a tool that gets the best out of the best, you know, out of its equipment. I have a feeling that was though just the regulator for this microphone. What does he say there? Salty? I think so, no? Does he say salty there? Salty. I think so. I'm not sure though.
아주 깊숙이 녹아든 eyes. 깔끔하게 그 많이 안 내려오는 것만 좀 softly
Oh, softly. Okay.
softly.
I'm happy though that he notices, because when he says softly, I don't hear the F at the first part. So I'm happy that he's redoing it. Man, this is just great. It just shows how much time goes into making sure even the words are correct, you know? I first understood salt tea, but now if he says the F a little bit better, you know, softly. Man, my voice is a little bit broken. Doesn't even matter. It just sounds a bit better. Good for him.
tasty, 달콤하게 입안 가득히 터져온 vibe. softly
There, much better.
아주 깊숙이 녹아든 eyes. 입안 가득히 터져온 네. tasty, 달콤하게
I do wish though that we could actually also listen to the conversation that he's having with the man behind the keyboard, as I would like to say, the man controlling all the sounds. I would love to just see what's happening. I can hear him click through because he has to make sure that everything is in spot so they can re-listen back to it. But I do wish that was possible to hear what that guy is saying, because he is a professional in the field, and ONEW is just answering and giving thoughts. But what is the feedback from the other guy? Is he just doing what he wants to do? Or I would love to see that relationship a little bit, and I bet you guys also would.
너무 밝아요? 달콤하게 이렇게요? 괜찮은데요? 여기를 좀 띄워주는 게 낫겠죠? 입안 가득히 저는 나중에 거슬리면은 안만 하나 더 입안 가득히 터져
Sounds completely out of sync there, but he's still practicing. Now, great. It's just amazing how they can cut these parts together. Now, like in the first part, he was doing everything till the end of this verse, but now they cut it in half, and now he can start from the word softly. Man, my voice can really not do it, but it's beautiful that you can see that with modern technology, how you can just puzzle piece music together to make sure that it fits as best as possible together.
softly 간의 정도? 간이가 좋아요? 좋아요 그럼.
You also have to remember that in Korea and Japanese, in Korean and Japanese, you just don't have the F. You know, the F doesn't really exist that much. So,
네, 할 수 있지 않을까요? 제 소리.
a little bit difficult. I heard this as well from one of my Japanese friends that they have issues pronouncing it, even though ONEW's English is quite good. So I can understand the struggle here, at least where the struggle comes from.
와, 똑같이 해버렸는데요?
What did he do? Why are you making behind the scenes and you're not explaining what he did?
이거 이렇게 진성으로 하는 게 맞겠죠? 약간 그런 느낌으로 해봤어요. 이게 안 돼요. 네. Falling. 시작해 rolling dice. 아니 괜찮아요. 제 소리를 조금.
I wonder if people who can do singing are also very good at becoming a voice actor. Beautiful. The way he can reach these heights is just beautiful. And then we also saw how in the past how he can really hit those lows as well. A little bit of a fun fact, by the way, I showed ONEW to my mother once when I was with her, and she was just completely blown away by his voice design. She's like, "Who is this kid?" And I'm like, "Mom, he's not a kid anymore, you know, but you know, he's one of those secret talents that a lot of people don't know about." And it's nice to even hear that from people who are older, you know, who are from a different generation of music.
아, 하나로 하라고요? 오직 하나의 수만 모여 아른데 마치 열병같이 눈을 떠도 온 사방이
Oh, la 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 la. No idea what he's saying though.
한입 빛을 듭니 깨운 채로 왔던 게임 as you already know.
Beautiful. Man, that was really beautiful by itself. How is he going to improve it?
지금 어두워요? 밝아졌어요? 눈 잡힐 듯이 또다시 멀어져. 세 개. 할 수 있어. 둘, 셋. 너만 할 수 있어. 너만 할 수 있어.
Yeah, man, smell that mic pop. Actually, that pop mic filter. I wonder if they actually wash these things out. I always see artists just with their faces on it. And you know, when you talk, you just spit. Like, even the one that I'm using right here, for example, I always replace it after a certain while because I'm just thinking, man, you spit in these things all the time. Like, every time you talk, you theoretically just spit around. And I hope they do wash these things. I hope so, at least. I hope the recording studio is at least nice enough to do that. This was literally my favorite part in the song. Just from a sound, it's just beautiful. Just like a rolling dice. It's I don't know what it is. You can feel the emotion in his voice just. This part. This part. Like a rolling dice. Nice. Like a rolling dice. Nice. Wow. I have a feeling at this moment they're just checking out with different voices and they're just going to pick something out when they came out with the release. It's just fascinating, 100%, to see how they, they fix these things together. I'm really curious how people come up with sounds, because back in the days, a song was just you sing a certain part and you press record and then it's done, like record, sing, and stop the recording and it was done. But songs these days have so many levels, which is so fascinating because you're not just looking at one person as doing one part of a voice. He's basically doing everything, the highs, the lows, the mids, and the people who have to edit this all together have to make sure that it all makes sense. It's just fascinating how even the music industry has slowly just gone away, in the sense of gone into a new direction, which is fascinating. Yeah, thank you as well.
일단 오늘의 타이틀곡이 끝났습니다. 타이틀곡 녹음이 끝났어요. 수정하러 들어올지도 모르지만 그래도 끝났어요. 4시간 반 걸린 것 같네요.
4.5 hours to record one song of two. How long is it? Like 2 or 3 minutes? I think 3 minutes is more realistic. It's crazy. Even when I do editing, when I say people or tell people that I'm editing a video for like 10 seconds, 1 minute, hours go into it. It might not even be a full day, but still, just think about it. For a 1 minute video that people are only going to watch for 1 minute, how many hours go into making that 1 minute? It's fascinating, no? He's tired. Is he not happy with it? I think he wants to fix it again. He's still having the problem with the softly. And I think it's not even the word anymore. It's literally just the way it has to sound, the way it comes out. It's like a mountain. Beautiful. Oh, it's not even softly. It's falling. Good for him, though. I like that. I really love this dedication. When people can sit together and just watch what we came to today, what we do, how does the sound like, and just fix it on the go. If he went home now, it would just be much more of a headache, to fix this in the next day because you will forget what has to change. You don't feel maybe the right thing that has to, the dedication just falls away a little bit, and it just becomes a problem for tomorrow. But this is really good. This is what you call professionalism. I love working with people like this as well. We sit together until the very end, make sure that it comes out that everyone is happy, and not just that one person is like, okay, I'm done, okay, you guys do what you want to do with it and it's done. I have a feeling that does happen at times with people who are a little bit egoistical, but yeah, I'm happy about Shiny though. I don't expect this from them. I'm really I'm proud of them. That's what I can say. He looks tired though. He is so sweaty though. Like his face is like an oil painting slowly. Like whoo, must be warm in there. In addition, I'm not really sure if I would enjoy being in the studio for 5 hours with this amount of lighting. There's something about lights that just give me a headache after a while. If this was my studio, I would have no top lights and I would just have music, a light on the music sheet so I can read that. Purely because even like this, I could not last too long. It just gives me a little bit of a headache. Nice though, like it's nice how they have it, but for me personally, I wouldn't have it like this.
1차 수정 녹음. 형 이거 앞에 목소리 나오게 좀 부탁드려요. 네, 감사합니다.
Hold up, wait, what did he say? Like, I just realized it. It's not Dyson? Dyson. And then he says it's not Dyson. Look at this. It's not Dyson. And even if I have to put a star there just in case they get like a copyright strike or Dyson wants to get money from them for using the name.
1차 수정 녹음.
Oh man, how did it took me so long to realize that?
해볼게요. 조금 아쉬운데. 아, 네. 레인이 긴 게 짧아졌잖아요, 방금. 조금 앞에서 나왔잖아요, 원래. 근데
Man, it feels like a little prison booth in there, like literally. But then again, it's also cool. Just in case you're interested, all these walls are basically have special panels on there so that the sound doesn't echo in any way. So they're like sound dampeners. It's just fascinating, how all this technology in this room is there just to make sure that the voice is as correct as possible when it gets recorded.
그거 줄이신 거죠, 지금? 네, 괜찮아요. 근데 뭔가 이게 펄린이 제가 생각하는 머릿속의 그림 자체도 그렇고 안무에서도 그렇고 약간 진짜 빠져드는 그런 꿈으로 가는 그런 느낌이라 약간 몽환적으로
The amount of cameras, though. Oh, we actually have someone in the reflection there. Like, how many people are there? I can see 1, 2. There's a girl there. There's a man there. That's it, no?
다 이어져도 펄린 하다가 이렇게 갑자기 깨는 듯한 느낌으로 다음에서 받아주는 거라고 저는 생각을 하긴 했었거든요. 네. But it's okay.
It sounds so funny, when the voice is not edited yet. Like, it's just raw and pure. It's like it sounds good, but it's amazing how they filtered some of these sounds out so that it comes out as good as possible. Also, we're hearing the microphone from the camera, not from the studio.
되게 무난하긴 해요. 조금 더 나아볼까요?
Good for him, though. Good for ONEW. Really just finding his tone, trying to get into something. He doesn't just want to rush it and say, okay, I'm done with it. The layers just fascinate me 100%. It's just beautiful. The amount of things that happen, it's crazy. I wonder if this is maybe like a secret song, for ONEW. Maybe he is in love with someone. Who knows? What do you guys think? Do you think this could be like a hidden message? A&R. What is A&R? What is A&R? Does anyone know? I could Google it now, but I don't. I want to ask you guys, and after I recorded this, I will check it out. But what is A&R?
진행할 수 있게 되었습니다. 그래서 오늘은 좀 특색 있게 부르려고 했던 것 같아요. 힘도 많이 빼고 그 와중에 리듬도 앞쪽에서
Good.
하고 이번 앨범은
It's very soft though. Like he's just whispering, you know.
많이 기대해 주시면 좋겠습니다. 감사해요.
Man, it's just fascinating, you know, to see how these videos get made, because it's just crazy to see how much details go into just making sure that the sound recording is correct. It just fascinates me to see, you know, how we used to make music in the past and how we make music today. It's just crazy. Like, even though technology is getting better and better and better, everything else is also getting more and more complex, and it's just beautiful. And I love it. Like, that's the reason why I love looking at these type of videos. Now, I don't know if you guys are really into watching this type of video with dice and recording, the behind the scenes at the recording, but for me, it's beautiful. I really enjoy it, and it's all about learning. You know, it's also not just learning about ONEW and how he is in behind the scenes, but it's also understanding a little bit on how he is as a person, in the sense of the complexity that he wants to bring his music to the world. And it also just shows the technology that's being used at the moment as well, which is just fascinating. Like, I really enjoy just looking at these type of equipments, and yeah, it just blows me away. It's not just like, we should not just look at his voice and go, okay, he does everything by itself. So many things go into it. You know, it has to be edited, the room has to be done, the lyrics have to be corrected, you know, the pronunciation has to be corrected, the sound has to fit with the different types of voices, the amount of different voices that's been recording, so they can be layered on top of each other, so you have highs, mids, lows, all mixed together. It's just beautiful, and I hope you can appreciate it as well. Like, this wasn't supposed to be like a crazy video where I'm like, oh my god, this is terrible or crap. This is just more about appreciation, about how music is being made in these days, and we all should. You know, I love music. I have music playing nearly all the time around the day, because I really think it's important, and I hope you guys can also enjoy it. You know, I want you guys to appreciate not just the artist, but also everything that goes behind it. You know, the people, the equipment. It's beautiful, and that's all I want to do. I want to show appreciation to everyone that is involved, even that A&R team. I don't know what A&R stands for, but I'm gonna find out soon. Anyway, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video, and like always, if you did, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a pleasant Sunday, and I'll see you then.